All right, welcome. I am so super excited you are here for another video today. I'm Kimberly Cox, also known as the Magical Keto Mommy, and I am super excited you are here today. This week has been crazy. I had a whole bunch of videos and things planned to have been done this week and last week, and everything's just been all up in the air and crazy. So today I want to talk to you a little bit. We'll get into this maybe in a day in the life later in the next week or so, but I want to talk to you a little bit about meal planning. So for those of you who know or realize, I am keto. Right now I'm being strict keto for this month because of the Beast Mode 30 challenge. Usually I do kind of a lazy keto, lazy slash dirty keto. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance, if you're going to be on the keto diet, about the importance of meal planning. Because I think especially if you're a crazy busy mom like I am, there are a lot of times when you kind of run out of time and ideas to make everything work. And don't get me wrong, you can eat keto at McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever. You can get a burger and, not eat the bun and get a salad to go with it or whatever. That's all okay. You can do that. But it's so much easier to eat keto and to stick to keto when you have a plan and you have things prepped already. So what does prep work look like for me? Well, it kind of depends. It varies. And one thing that I try to do is I try to stick to the same kind of schedule. So I don't, sometimes my days get thrown off a little bit depending on what's happened over the weekend and things like that. But I try to stick to eating from about 11 to 7, and I try to intermittent fast every day. And so intermittent fasting, the typical thing they say is like 4 hours before you go to bed, 4 hours after you wake up. That way you're not like, that you have an end in sight. Like, okay, I know I have 4 hours, then I can go to bed. When I wake up, I have 4 more hours and then I'm good. And that is kind of a typical way of doing it. I try, like I said, 7. I usually am in bed by 11-ish. I'm usually laying in bed playing on my phone. I'm not going to lie, but yeah. So that kind of works for me. Also, just making sure that you kind of keep your mind occupied, because I think a lot of times, especially just now coming out of the what virus, we're all kind of, I don't know, maybe a little bit used to getting bored and just reaching for something. I think I did that more than I should have. So one thing that you want to do is kind of keep yourself busy. So making sure that your schedule is so that, okay, like the first break where I can really eat is when I'm supposed to eat. And that really, really helps in the whole intermittent fasting thing. Also, I will tell you, doing strict keto for the last 11 days, finding those little hacks where you find these things that you really, really like. And then you find a keto version of it, that is somewhat close. Those are like priceless. So always constantly, like I try to at least once a week look at keto blogs and, constantly following keto accounts on Instagram and stuff like that. So I can constantly be filling my mind with ideas of how I can make things happen. So for today, it's Friday. I typically go to the store basically every day, Monday through Friday. It's just a quick walk up the street, so it's not like it's a big deal for me. It gets my walk in and kind of helps me to not have a whole lot of food at one time. One, I carry it home right now. So not having a whole lot to carry home helps. Also, just the idea of kind of being able to get the good sales. Like yesterday, I was able to grab, and here, I will move you guys with me. And I will grab it. Excuse my crazy kitchen here. But I was able to grab a thing of the mozzarella pearls, and I got it on a discount. It was 40% off. I ended up paying $2.30 for it. So not bad. And so I wouldn't have been able to do that if I would have went like on Monday for the whole week. So that's one thing that I like about doing that. I also like the fact that when I do stuff like that, I'm getting the freshest produce, I'm getting the freshest everything. So if you're going to shop for the week, okay, let's say you're going to go on Saturday or Sunday, you work all week, you're going to go get it. I would definitely take your Friday night and plan it out, or Saturday morning and plan out what you're going to have. If you're like me and you have little ones, plan the crossover meals and plan the separate meals so that you know that, okay, I can make a crossover meal on a day that we're busy, because I'm going to make one meal and it's just going to be kind of a little bit different for each. That's kind of what I call a crossover meal. So maybe I will make taco meat and my kids will eat tacos and I will have a taco salad. Sometimes we do things like chicken bacon ranch wraps. That's a favorite in this house. So I'll make the mixture for the chicken bacon ranch wraps, and then I'll have it in a lettuce wrap and they'll have it in a tortilla. Things like that make it really easy for you to make stuff ahead of time, and you can just wrap it when you get ready to eat it or whatever. And then there's things where, like, obviously there's things that my kids don't like that I do, and there's things that my kids are just not going to go for keto wise. So, I buy them some cookies or ice cream or something for dessert. I will sometimes treat myself to, I usually use Rebel for my ice cream. It's my brand of choice. Sometimes I will just, on the weekend, I will make a batch, or sometimes two, depending on the time that I have and what I have planned for food too. Like if I have planned, like I'm gonna have salads all week and there's not a whole lot of fat going on in all of this, and there's a whole lot of protein, I'm gonna make a double batch of fat bombs. And those to me are super easy snacks. You can just, grab a couple, throw them on a plate or a napkin or whatever, and sit and do your work or whatever and chew on them. And they're really good. So I try to make fat bombs on the weekends. I try to cook most of my meat on the weekends when I can. Right now I have 8 chicken thighs in the oven right now cooking. So I will shred that, tear that up tonight, and I will use that for buffalo chicken dip. And also for, I got this BLT dip mix that sounded really good. So I'm going to try that with some chicken in it. That sounded like would be a really good idea. And then I just grab like celery or cucumbers or something to use for the dip. And that usually also makes it easier for me to, if I sit down with a steak, I'm going to feel like I need to finish that steak. If I sit down with like a scoop full of dip and a few veggies, I might go back for a little bit, but I'm going to probably eat less doing something like that. So that is another tip for you. As far as meal planning, like I said, plan your meals, plan your fasting, make sure that you're fasting in a window of time that feels good for you, and make sure that you're able to eat when you need to. So if you're a person who works, and let's say you work first shift and you have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you get your first break at 9 o'clock in the morning, and you would love to be able to have a snack at 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that, having your dinner by 5 or so is probably preferable. That way you have it, you're eating it, you're good, and then, you can go ahead and eat at 9:30, whatever your hours are. The other thing that I will say is to keep, like I said, keep looking for new stuff and kind of plan it out so that you're not doing the same thing all the time. Because we all know if we start doing the same thing every single day, it's going to get boring and we're going to lose interest, and then we're not going to want to do it anymore. And it's if you quit, if you give up, even if you just take a break, you're not doing as much good for yourself as if you can stay on it for as long as possible. Another friend of mine that has been a friend for this whole thing has been my my gallon jug of water. I would definitely say get a large water bottle. It doesn't have to be this big, but get a large water bottle. Drink a lot of water, because the more water you drink, the more full you're going to feel, the less you're going to want to eat, all this kind of stuff. My number one tip for everybody are these beautiful little packets right here. We call them PTKs. They are pure therapeutic ketones. They will put you into ketosis within an hour. They help with cravings. They help with keeping you full longer. They help you with better energy, better focus, better mental clarity, all that good kind of stuff. So if you are interested in those, drop a comment below and I will get back with you. These are the company that I represent that sells them is the only one that has the actual closest to your actual ketones in your body. So I am really, really excited to share that stuff with you. I think we're going to start doing day in the lives around here with a little vlog in between once in a while. So I'm going to think about that, mull that over in my head a little bit, and maybe we'll try it next week and see how it goes. But like I said, I'm Kimberly Cox. I'm Magical Keto Mommy. Super excited you were here. Check out all my links up there in the banner up at the top of my thing. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.